Well, we're going to start in Egypt, where officials insist that traffic is flowing normally through the Suez Canal, despite recent attacks further south in the Red Sea. Iranian-backed Houthi rebels in the civil war that's engulfed Yemen in recent years have repeatedly targeted commercial vessels, leading some of the world's biggest shipping firms to suspend routes in the area. With more context, here's our business reporter, David Waddell.
Let's have a look at the geography of the situation. Right here is the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. It's right next to Yemen, from where those Houthi attacks originated. It's at the southern end of the Red Sea. At the northern end is the Suez Canal. Now, ships cannot pass through the Suez Canal from the south without first passing through this choke point. A couple of days ago, the Maersk Shipping Container Company and Hapag-Lloyd both announced they wouldn't be making that transit. They've since been joined by other shipping companies. Now, if you're a shipmaster trying to get your vessel from the Indian Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean and you cannot or will not traverse through Suez, you need to pass by the Cape of Good Hope. That adds an extra 3,000 nautical miles to the journey. And there are other issues for ships trying to traverse from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean through here. The Panama Canal is accepting many fewer ships right now because of weather-driven water shortages, which make it much harder to keep the lock system operational. There's now a threat that some shippers will face disruption from both the Panama Canal and the Red Sea route. The Suez Canal Authority is very keen for shipping to continue making that passage through the Red Sea. They've released a statement. They say the navigation through the Suez Canal flows normally as usual. Suez Canal will remain the fastest and shortest route, as opposed to, of course, that route around the Cape of Good Hope. They said that on Sunday, 77 ships made the passage through the canal. In recent weeks, that number was over 2,100 since the 19th of November, but in the same period, just 55 ships passed around the Cape of Good Hope. We'll just have to see in the coming days and weeks whether that balance changes.
David Waddell there. Well, shipping stocks, so some of the companies involved, Maersk and Hapag-Lloyd, have been on the rise in this morning's European session, with investors eyeing bigger fees on the horizon if indeed shipping does get log-jammed. There's also been further reports today about a possible explosion near a vessel in the Red Sea near Yemen. Well, the trade expert Marco Forgione says that if the disruption continues, the effects could be significant.
Suez is a major transit route for oil, for LPG gas, as well as containers. So the impact that this is going to have, not just on the cost for consumers, but also on industrial capacity. And there's also the wider knock-on issue that if ships are diverted or delayed, it means that they're in the wrong place. The containers are in the wrong place, which causes congestion and also causes further delay to the global supply chains. The escalating issues of delay and then ships and containers and products being in the wrong place is significant. And when you're already looking at a global economy which is under great stress, this is going to have a major impact.
Marco Forgione there.